Hey, what's up, y'all? This is the Will and Deshaun show. Will, how are you?
I'm doing better than most.
Good.
I would
Hey,
say
that's
that.
a blessing,
I'm doing
okay?
better than most
That is a
for
blessing.
sure.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm great.
That's good. That's
hmm
good.
Yeah. So today we want to talk about freedom.
Yes, we talk about
Freedom.
freedom.
What made us choose freedom?
What made me choose freedom is to be able to do what you want.
Right, right,
Like,
right,
what
right.
does that look like to you, for you to live in a world where you can do anything you want,
Be whoever you
be
want.
whoever you want at
Yeah.
any time of the day,
Yeah.
any day of that, any minute of the
Love
hour.
whoever you want.
Love whoever you want.
Yeah.
Being able to just,
Interesting.
like I said, for me, being able to just get up on my own terms,
Yeah.
right?
Man, yeah,
Like,
that's a
not
good
having
one
to
right
get up
there.
because
Yeah.
I know I'm going to work every day.
hmm
I have to be at work at a certain time. I want
hmm
to get up and do things on my own terms, right?
Right, right.
Like, to get my day started, I want to just chill and meditate and not have to always be like, okay, shower, grab food for
Well,
the
you could do that
do
if you
that.
woke up earlier.
I mean, I already don't sleep well, right? So I be trying to
Yeah,
get all the sleep that I possibly can.
true.
So with the time crunch, and I get up extremely, I have to be at work extremely early.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, your
So,
job is
so because of that,
right
I try to savor every moment of
of
my
sleep.
sleep.
Yeah, I totally understand that.
So, like I
Yeah.
said, I do give myself wiggle room to kind of
hmm
like to breathe and not have to like be rushing, because I kind of like prepare a lot of my stuff the day before, or I prepare like for the week. So like the
Right,
clothes I have to wear for work and stuff like that, I prepare them for the week most of the time.
right.
Food, I kind of like meal prep, or I already have like ready made food that I can just grab.
Speaking of food, what if freedom had no consequences? What if you could like eat whatever you wanted to
When I tell
eat?
you that would be the greatest
Like
thing on earth for
that
me,
type of freedom, and you would never be unhealthy. You would never gain weight, but
that
we
would
could eat
be
anything.
amazing if we could have the freedom
We
to
could
do
eat
that.
anything, we could drink anything, and we wouldn't have any type of health consequence. That is that's what's heaven like. That gotta be heaven. I know in heaven
Yeah.
they must be eating and drinking whatever they want with no consequence. Oh my
Right.
god. Or snorting whatever you want.
Now, see, now we going into different territory. Well, I mean
That's not what
that,
I do, but
but again,
I'm no judge.
that's their freedom, right?
You
If that's
know.
what they free to do, like if that's what they just wanted to get up and do in the morning or in
Right.
the afternoon and evening, they have the liberty to do so, right?
Yeah.
Like again, being able to just be,
Yeah.
right, to exist in the world without stress,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Being financially stable
Yeah.
and just being financially okay, even wealthy per se, right?
hmm
Where you can just go and do what you want. It's like, hey, I want to go to Japan today. Book a flight, go to Japan.
What if there was no money? So then we would all have that freedom to just do whatever we wanted to do. What if everything was free already?
If everything was free,
I feel like at first everybody be like, but after a while, I think society will get used to it, and I think we'll all adapt and we'll all just kind of get what we need,
yeah,
and of some of
but
what we want too.
they'll
But
always find a way to ruin something because it will go back to like the barter system, right? Because it was like, well, if everything is free, we'll be out of things because we don't have any money to get the next
but
thing,
what if they
right?
come up with some type of way to fix the economy? Because hey, y'all, we like a
So,
utopia of sorts. Like
so
we
in this
got
utopian
AI.
world
Yeah,
where we have unlimited money, because like
right,
I said, because things free and everything's just automatically paid for, you can
right.
just go and get the food that you
You
want,
can
go to
just
any
go and be
restaurants
a
you want.
human being. You can just go and
So,
be.
do you think people would work then? I don't think people will
What
work.
I think will happen is I think people will work if they wanted to work. Say someone had a passion for whatever they have a passion for, because some people do like what they do.
hmm
Maybe they will be able to work if you want to work, but if you don't want to work, you don't have to work. I think that's what it'll be
Yeah, but I
like a
feel,
utopia.
I mean, yes, and however, from the small job, somebody got to do it, right? Somebody got to pick up the trash. Somebody's going to have to clean
AI can
something.
do that.
I mean, well,
Like eventually,
if we had a fully
because
autonomous
that's how
world
they
with robots,
that's how they trying to make it seem. Where they building all these data centers, like we're getting ready
but
for
see,
this,
that's stuff for
right?
mainly online. We're gonna have to have robots to
But
actually
we already
do.
got robots.
Well,
Yeah. So you never. I don't know. I think I don't know how fast it can happen, but you never know. Anything's possible.
yeah, anything is possible.
Yeah. hmm Freedom of everything, I guess. What would freedom look like when everything is free?
Exactly. It's gonna be weird
Yeah.
because we so used to do.
Where people like run out of like desire or something. Almost like they said with heaven. They said the reason we live on earth is because we be in heaven. We have total freedom. We can do whatever we want to do. So we come to earth because it's fun to our higher selves because earth has all of these things that you can't
Okay.
do. Certain things
Uh-huh.
don't work. All these laws of nature, laws of America, like laws that you got to abide by. So it's almost like a game. Like we're coming down here to kind of play a game.
Hmm.
So
So we real life Sims in a
yeah,
sense.
yeah, pretty much. We were life Sims. Yeah. So
I don't know because
yeah.
like I said, what does heaven look like, right? Like, what are you
Um,
doing in heaven? Because sometimes, if you think about it, like heaven can slightly be kind of boring, right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's what I'm saying. Maybe
like
it gets boring.
what does that really truly look like?
Yeah, maybe after you've done all of what you wanted to do, all of what you could possibly think of to do, and you have you're an infinite being or some type of higher God self, whatever. Why not come down to earth and play a little game and you know what? Let's be a black person. Let's go to America around 2020 something, and let's participate in all the fun in that game. That's a fun
Right.
simulation right there. That's a good one. You never know. I don't know,
Well,
but
yeah, that's true. I don't know because, like I said, we so used to having things with boundaries that
right.
we don't know how to just be able to just go and get what we want or do what we want.
Right. I would say this. I don't know if society is ready for some of those
Because
boundaries to be
rules do kind of help.
erased. I think it will take some getting used to. But they always said just like if you had everything you want, crime wouldn't exist. Like they said, people who commit crimes, they commit them because they need to commit them because of systematic reasons and stuff like that. A lot of people before a lot of crimes. Some people just crazy, of course.
I do feel that some crimes are circumstantial
Right.
based on your circumstances, especially stealing, right?
Yeah.
That's sometimes they can be based on your circumstances because you want that particular item that you cannot afford,
Right.
or they be stealing big now, but still,
Scamming.
yeah. So they still want something.
Some of y'all scam for fun.
They still want something that they cannot afford, right?
Right.
That's the whole thing of like say scamming, stealing, whatever. Is that if you had the liberty to just have that, I think crime would go down in
Right.
that sense. But like I said, where does it go for like with like murder and all that stuff? Okay, so if we live in this utopia
Why do
world,
people kill?
from it be crimes of passion.
Crazy
It
shit.
be because of anger.
Mhm.
It's mostly all of it really come from anger because you kill somebody because you like I said because you could be protecting yourself,
Right. I don't know.
and you might end up
Do you think those still crimes would exist at the same rate?
no, like I said, I feel like certain crimes,
Right.
like we always talk about things that are a scam, like insurance and different things, and parking
We
lots and
wouldn't
all
need
those things.
insurance.
We wouldn't need those
Yeah.
things, right? Because we live in this utopian world where
Yeah.
everything is free.
What would be the purpose of life? I guess just to create, to do whatever you want to do,
Yeah,
to exercise if you want to really exercise, to
but again, like I say, it's
mountain
like it kind of
climb,
like if you think about like
sing.
the Garden of Eden, right? They didn't
Mhm.
have all this stuff. It's like what were they doing? I mean, they God told them till the land. However, it's like what were they doing all
But you
day?
know what? Sometimes I
Because they
hate
had freedom.
when that question gets asked when someone says, "Oh, I'm about to quit my job because I don't have to work no more." And someone, "Well, what you gonna do? Well, what would you be doing?" I always think to myself, I could find a lot to do without a job. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't have to work, it's a lot of things I could do.
But
Mm.
the question is, they want to know is how you're going to make money. How are you going to survive? It's not what you're going to do.
I think it's
The
a
real
bit.
question is
How you gonna?
how you going to take care of yourself
But
financially?
I think it's a bit of both, though. I think some people really be thinking because for some people, your job is like your identity. That's the main thing you do.
That
So
is
if you
that
don't
is your
have
life.
that, they're thinking to themselves, "What you gonna be doing all day? What you gonna do with your time?"
That's why a lot of people don't. And I always talk about this with my coworkers that now have retired. Black people, and this maybe because again I'm getting older, right?
right.
My parents, other people that I work with, they're very older. And what does retirement look like for you, right? We don't have a plan for retirement. We just know working. As black people, we only know working. We don't know retirement because people are like, well, I'm going to travel. I'm going to go on cruises. You could be doing that now because you're really not guaranteed to even get that. But even when you do, a lot of times people do go away because they become like their whole life was wrapped up in their job
Yeah,
that
yeah,
they don't have anything else to do.
yeah. They pass
They
because
and their passions have been killed because they
yeah.
just working to provide for themselves. And once you don't have to work anymore, it's like, so what do I do with myself?
Right, right, right. So yeah, that's why we all need to try to get free as soon as possible.
And that's why I feel like, and I always say this, we work too much.
Mhm.
I feel like if we didn't work as much as we did, we will have those freedoms and liberties to do other things, like maybe go volunteer somewhere, till a garden or whatever, plant
Mhm.
your, like just anything. Go be with the elderly,
Yeah.
help people out.
Or just be with your family.
Or be with your family because there's
Yeah.
elderly people in your family and stuff like that. Spend quality time with your family,
Be
your
a
friends,
dog walker. I know. Whatever you
anything.
want to do.
Go volunteer at the Humane Society or something like that.
I wonder what if everything was free. I wonder what that would do for the classes and people who like to buy certain things to impress certain
And see, the
people.
thing is,
And
with the mentality that we have now,
yeah.
they will not work. I feel like they will always still find something to be elitist or at this class system
What
thing.
would it be?
I have no idea, but you dare
They'll
come up
figure
with
it out though,
something.
right?
Yeah, and I think the rate, if we're not living in this free, race free world,
It may go back to
because
that.
then that
Yeah.
it really be that. It be
Yeah.
like, oh, you black,
Nah,
you
I
Asian,
really
you
hate
this.
y'all. Right.
Exactly, because now you have the same. How
I-
dare you have the same thing as me?
Right.
They got to find some reason to hate.
Right. Interesting. What an interesting concept. Well, we headed towards something in this world. No telling what it
Yeah, but
is.
everybody's scared of it. We all thought about the Jetsons age and stuff like that, and now that we're
Right.
getting technology, it seemed so nefarious.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's a lot. There's a lot of unknown. We just all kind of hoping for the best. We don't know. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen.
That's true.
Ain't no telling what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Right. Now
So
that is true.
you know, on that note, just stay prayed up. Yeah,
That's about it.
I can't answer all y'all questions, okay? But yeah, yeah, I'm down for the utopia though. So if that can happen, but in order to get the utopia on TikTok, they were saying we got to go through hell first. I think we're in the
How
hell
long we've
stage
we've been in
now.
hell for a long time.
Right.
Hell, we living in hell every day.
So I don't know.
So everything got to be burned down and rebuilt
The
to be the
system
utopia.
has to collapse.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens. I don't know.
We shall see.
We shall.
We might
see.
see it in our lifetime, and we might not.
Yeah, we might not. But stay prayed up. That's all I got to say. It's gonna get better too. It's gonna get better. Why'd it get so dark? I didn't mean to do that.
It's fine.
I thought life was great over here.
because we
It
live in
is.
reality.
Right. Yeah. We just came back to it real quick.
Real fast.
But other than that, you got anything else to say?
I don't. Drop down in the comments. Let us know, what does freedom look like to you? What does your utopian world is? And let us know.
Peace out.
Bye.